We have a mystery on our hands this week. The scholars in the room are the crew of the mighty ship the Envisioneer. While in search of an ancient treasure, we were marooned on an island and a key part of our navigational map went missing.
Of the entire crew, we need to consider 4 suspects. Today you will hear the evidence we collected against Dr. Smart and Shipwright Neff.
Emergency medicine is very important when it comes to injury. Here at Pathways to STEM, we learned all about the 3 main types of splints.
The 3 splints are an arm splint, ankle splint, and a neck splint, or a neck brace. We learned about this because in Captain Log number 3, the ship wrecked, leaving many injured. Here's the first splint. For reference, this is the injured arm, and this is the uninjured arm. Make sure to shape the splint around the uninjured arm first. Then, after you've shaped it around the uninjured arm, move it to the injured arm, of course. Then take the wrap and wrap it around the splint to make it secure. And this is the arm splint. Now we are going to perform the neck splint for if you've made some sort of pain happen in your neck somehow, on accident, hopefully. First, make an M shape, as you can see here, for the chin. Place it under the chin, then wrap the brace around the neck so that it's secure but not too tight. Then get the wrap to secure it even more. And now we have a neck splint.
Here at Pathways to STEM, we don't only learn about splints, but many other things. So please consider sending your child down to Pathways to STEM.
Dr. Smart was examining his crew when he noticed that Chief Stewart was looking especially lethargic. She is having more severe symptoms such as shortness of breath, wheezing, and an accelerated heart rate. Dr. Smart figured out one of her lungs collapsed. We created a model lung here at Pathways to STEM.
The model lung is a pretty cool thing to do at Pathways to STEM. This is the lung. This is the diaphragm. This is the trachea. When you push on the diaphragm, the lung contracts. And when you pull on the diaphragm, the lung expands. This is caused by the air pressure being released.
If you like to build robots, you should invent them. Mbots help find the crewmates. Because the crew was low on food, they sent their Mbots to go and find food. One of the crewmates got a snake bite. Yikes. They sent the Mbots to go and rescue the crew. But the robots have a problem. They need a bridge to cross.
These Mbots can send signals to crewmates to send help and to locate them. This is very useful because those crewmates could probably give us clues to find out who is the suspect when we help find them with the Mbots.
We're going to show you how the Mbot works. We have the 2 motors. We have the 2 motors. We have the wires, and we have the wheels. We have the batteries, and we have the part that connects everything. There's the black button for it to go. It can go forward and spin in circles and backwards.
Hello, we're the engineer specialist.
We are making a bridge so the robot can pass because there was a horrible storm
has hit and we are low on food supply. The food is on a part of an island that only a robot can access.
There's not a bridge, so that means we have to make one so the robot can get the food and save the day. First, you get some paper clips and straws. Then you shape the paper clips into an S shape. Then put the paper clip in a straw. Then put 2 straws together. And then keep making it until you have a bridge. And there you have a bridge so the robot can pass.
And why dissecting a heart is fun and educational. How it is educational is you get to see what a heart looks like in person. You also get to see inside of the heart. You will learn about the right artery, the left artery, and the left ventricle. You also get to use medical scissors to check out what's inside of the heart. You get to do a lot more experiments at STEM. You also get to work with friends and make new friends. Now I will tell you about a heart attack. A heart attack will start with plaque buildup. Then it will give your heart no blood and it will stop beating.
Hello, we are the snake experts, and today we're going to talk about types of snakes and their venom. First, we have the Malin pit viper. The Malin pit viper is a hemotoxic. The venom will not spread fast, so call 911 and wait. Do not put any sort of medicine kit or anti-venom. It will have no effect.
I am going to talk about the king cobra. The king cobra is neurotoxic. If you are bitten, do not panic. Call 911 if you have to, and get to a doctor fast. How to recognize it? The king cobra is dark brown and can be up to 20 feet long. Its scary hood can make it easily stand out. And there you have your snakes.
Robert Neff is guilty. Here is some proof that has allowed us to come to our conclusion.
Young has a cut on her shin, Neff has a cut on his head, and Potter has a cut on his hand. The average blood splatter for 12 inch is 10.99 millimeters. The average for 30 inches 13.8 millimeters. And the average for 66 inches is 16 millimeters. Therefore, we concluded Neff is the number 1 suspect due to how big the splatter was. And it would have to drop from about 5 feet and a half inches, approximately the height of Neff's cut on his head.
We're the forensic scientists. We will be talking about the white powders found on the ship. In the first captain's log for CSI, there was a strange white substance found at the crime scene.
We checked all the powders on the ship and compared them to the mystery powder.
We dropped samples of vinegar, iodine, and water into the samples of all the powders that were found on the ship, which were powdered sugar, cornstarch, baking soda, and cream of tartar, to compare the reaction of the mystery powder to the reaction of the 4 sample powders.
We put the powders into cups. Using an eyedropper, we observed the texture, smell, and reaction of the powders. We later found out that the mystery powder was in fact cornstarch.
This was evidence that it was Dr. Smart making an ointment for Neff, who had a sunburn.
We're the forensic scientist. We are presenting on fingerprints. We will be telling you why Dr. Smart is guilty today. The reason we think Dr. Smart is guilty is because his fingerprints were found at the crime scene. We found that out by dusting a cup for fingerprints. The prints were an exact match to his. And if you want to learn about this and anything else, come on down to Envision. Work hard and you'll be able to get here.